Every parent has the responsibility and it feels the overwhelming need to care for their children and make sure that they are set up for long-term success. And the fundamental building block of that long-term success is a quality education that's going to challenge them, meet their needs, as well as move them to the next level.
Montgomery, Alabama is an extremely diverse city, and I think the rich culture and history only contributes even more to that. So to have Maxwell and our military partners here as a part of this family is incredibly satisfying, and we love the fact that everyone's here contributing to a greater community that's working to do the things that are beneficial for our whole city and county.
Historically, there were a lot of challenges here in the River Region within our school districts because they didn't feel like many of the schools in the River Region would meet their child's needs. That led them to make decisions on, do I stay in the Air Force? Do I not accept this assignment at all? That has slowly been worked on by all of the community leaders in the area, the Alabama legislature, and especially our school districts in the River Region.
When the state legislature passed the legislation for Purple Star designation, I think it was a natural progression for Pike Road schools to pursue Purple Star designation at all of its campuses. So we have our elementary school, our intermediate school, our junior high, and our high school. So we wanted to be able to make the connection across all campuses. As the military liaison, I feel questions from people who are coming into town and people who are in town. If they have concerns about things going on in the school district, about course offerings, athletic offerings, those are some of the things that I may take calls on, receive emails on. It's challenging enough to have to come to a new town, find a new home, and sometimes in a short period of time with a short turnaround. And so we want to make sure that we are easing that transitions on families and students.
I've had the joy of teaching students that were affiliated with our military families. I've also been a principal and a superintendent now. But in all three instances, the biggest thing that I can say is our military families bring in a unique perspective. They bring in their own kind of culture. They bring in different viewpoints from around the world that, quite frankly, in central Alabama, we need some more exposure to other cultures.
We're pleased to be able to welcome kids from all over the world who come here to our community and contribute, and we want to be able to make sure they feel at home.
All of these young kids, it doesn't matter what age group, when we pick them up and we have to move them to meet military needs, they leave all of their friends, everything they know behind. Their entire pattern of life is completely upset and turned over as they go to this new duty station.
When I moved to Montgomery, I was 15 years old. It was very stressful. It was scary. I didn't know, anyone. I was the oldest I've ever been in a move, and it wasn't so easy to make friends at that age. My military family life counselor reached out to me 3 weeks into me being at the school. It was a good feeling. It was, there was someone specifically for me there, not just, a regular counselor. There was someone who I could connect with, and she would understand what I'm talking about and feeling. The military family life program, it really brought me out of my shell. I was very nervous and reserved, and it made me confident in who I am, really. It's just seeing everyone, be themselves. There's no cookie cutter of how people should be. Everyone's just different, and it makes me feel like I can be different too,
Military life consultants have been a huge asset for us, providing another layer of support for our military families and their children. They are able to serve 6 of our schools with significant military populations and provide that layer of support, whether it's instructional, dealing with social and emotional aspects, helping to work through any kind of issue that might create a barrier for those children as they're trying to integrate into schools after having transferred in.
Knowing that I can help someone to ease their transition is my primary motivator. So when I start off every morning and I start checking the emails, I know that there may be some military family who is reaching out to me, and I might be their last hope at that point. And I just want to make sure that I give them those extra support so that I can do whatever I can to ease those transitions.
Our children are our future. It's our future, it's their future, it's our nation's future.